Hey Gemini, what's going on? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot, guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing your April 2021 mid-month tarot card reading, and I will be using the Starguide spread and the Starman tarot card deck. So the Starman Tarot, I have a plane going overhead here. The Starman Tarot was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork. So these are really cool cards. They're bright and colorful, and some of them have David Bowie's face in the card somewhere. So I love working with this deck, and I use it every mid-month in combination with this spread because this is a real gut check, you know? So Gemini, this is going to be for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I always like to say if your sun sign reading didn't resonate, you might want to check out your moon sign, okay? Anyway, so let's just shuffle the deck a little bit more, and then we have the first card placement is going to represent the present situation of the energy available for the sign of Gemini at the time I pull the cards, okay? So your present situation, got the Chariot card. So there could be some sort of dark energy moving you forward. There is a sense of stagnation, okay? And coming out of the dark. You can see this big dark doorway behind the Chariot driver. And sometimes you don't get to choose the energy that's around you, okay? It could be some sort of, like you want to get away from something that is going to motivate you to get out of Dodge, you know? Let's have another card here. I'm going to clarify that. So you have the Temperance card. So if you're going through a really, really challenging situation right now, Gemini, it's time to like really smooth yourself over with the Temperance. It wants you to maintain a cool attitude, even though you could be on a really bumpy road right now with this Chariot card. I'm also getting the advice to give you guys to really be selective about where you are directing your energy or where you're requesting assistance from. I listen to Steve Nobel, and when he does his meditations, he calls in specific team and spirit, and he always says of the highest light and resonance, okay? So if you are requesting assistance, you want to make sure that you're saying, you know, I need help from my guardian angel or my archangels or from God. You really want to put a clarifier into where you are asking for assistance because there are dark and light forces around you. So you really got to protect that, okay? So if you're just throwing out, I need help from someone, okay, you want to clarify that. From my team in spirit, from the highest light and resonance. You know, you really want to use that qualifier. Because you really don't want dark forces to come in and start helping you. And it looks like you're trying to get ahead of that. So you might have previously or recently asked for assistance and just sort of thrown out a blanket, like, you know, cry for help to the universe. And the wrong entities came in. So you can ask them to leave. And I would certainly, if you're in this negative experience, call on Archangel Michael to come and clear and, you know, cut cords from that energy so that you can get back on the right track, you know? So I'm going to pull a card that's going to represent the cause of conflict. And this is the Eight of Swords. So this is really being in your own head, okay? This is very challenging, and you might have put yourself there by inviting in the wrong spirit guides, okay? I'm seeing a really strong sense, and this could also be you're inviting in the wrong people to help you out, you know? It's like the difference between going to a loan shark and a bank, you know? Really, really be careful, and this choice could have put you in a space where you're like really worried, like, oh, I wish I had not done that, you know. Why did I ask that person for help? Why did I ask that entity for help? So very strained and stressed energy here. So I'm going to pull a card for the changes needed in order to face challenges. And this is such a cool card here too. I pulled the Prince of Cups. So you want an energy that is loving and bright and powerful, not a dark overlord, okay? So you really have to avoid that. When there are choices to make about where you need to put your loyalties, make sure it's somebody that has your best interest at heart. I know sometimes people, they comment on a variety of my videos, oh, that person made a deal with the devil. Okay, so you just want to watch where you're signing, where you're accepting help from. And your heart should be able to tell you the difference between somebody that is well-intentioned and somebody that is not. Because it's like your future is riding on this. And again, that really dark energy with the Chariot. They could take you places, but it's in their best interest, but not yours. Okay? So the Prince of Cups is saying, like, really keep your eyes open and keep your heart open to who wants to help you, you know? So let's see your strengths here. So you've got the Princess of Wands. And the Princess of Wands is really open to a high selective energy. So I got this really weird impression from the bottom of the card. If you look at it, it kind of resembles a face. That's very bizarre. I've never seen that in this card before. I feel like some of you have really stern people around you. I feel like there's somebody or something around you that has got an incredibly negative energy right now. And your strength is going to be able to tell them apart. I'm going to clarify out this Princess of Wands here. It could be somebody that's been around you for a long time with the Princess of Wands, or sorry, the Ten of Wands. It's an incredible weight on your shoulders here. You look at this guy. He's almost ready to collapse, and he's not even anywhere near his goal. The overall tone here is like really just, you gotta pick and choose your allies, you know? And stay away from people that have negative intentions, even if you perceive that they are, oh, well, they won't treat me that way. That won't happen to me. I know what I'm doing. You know, you really got to, again, choose your allies. Keep the darkness away. Like if you hear something about a person's reputation or whatever institution, like a banking institution or whatever, if they've got a really bad reputation, you have to steer yourself away from them because it's going to have devastating effects here. And you guys really should be able to discern the difference. That's crazy. That's crazy. And really watch who you're praying to. I can't say that enough. You have to watch who you're praying to. Because just like there's good and bad people on the human plane, there are good and bad spirits. So be very careful. And be very careful what contracts you're signing. You got to read things 100% of the way through, you know, because there's some, I'm just going to use credit card companies for an example, you know. They could give you a really low starting interest rate and then they bump it up to like 24% after 90 days or something like that. So I'm seeing a very big caution for you guys to watch where you put your life, basically, you know. So an outcome card here for you guys. So this is also really cool. I pulled the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords it represents victory. This is going to be something that comes in and cuts a path for you guys to rise above any sort of circumstance. And again, this card really reminds me always of Archangel Michael. So if you do have a demon dancing by your side, you know, whether it is physical or metaphysical, you definitely want to call on Archangel Michael to help you out before you get dragged down, you know, and before you put yourself in the box with that Eight of Swords. This is not where you want to be with that Eight of Swords energy. That's a sarcophagus, okay? So when you're sealing deals, you really have to be careful because they have the potential of either elevating you or not. I really get a feeling that you guys could be closely tied to a fire sign, notably Aries. So I'm going to pull one more card on that. Hold on for a second. Yeah. Okay. All right, this is really cool. I pulled this card for the first card placement for Aries. This is a really brilliant idea. This is the beckoning of a new chapter in your life, okay? So if you guys know an Aries, you might want to start asking them for advice, or if they know somebody that can help you, because they have no filter, okay? They're going to say, well, this is what I think about that person, or they could have some insight into what company that you want to deal with if you want to get a new car or sign a bank loan or something like that. You guys should really, if you know an Aries or, you know, another fire sign, really start to enlist them to help you with decisions before you sign your life away, like literally, okay? So yeah, be very careful with what you're doing and who you're doing business with. And always ask for help from your team in spirit with the highest light and resonance, okay? So watch where you're putting your loyalties and your trust, okay? So that's a deep one for you, Gemini. So I'm going to peace out. Bye for now. Bye.